Hey there, Mr. Know-It-All, the lead swing trading analyst trader at Swing Trade Pros, the #1 swing trading and bot community in the world. And I genuinely want to help you make your mark in the thrilling world of swing trading cryptocurrency. I've been trading since 2017 and I've taught myself many different trading strategies, patterns. I'm known for the falling wedge pattern, as you guys might know. I've dedicated my life to mastering these types of structures and patterns, and now my goal is to impact the lives of 1 million of you. You heard that right. My goal is to impact 1 million people this bull cycle. Let that be you. Cryptocurrency markets can be a roller coaster ride, full of ups and downs. But through swing trading, I've discovered a strategy that can truly make a difference. I've poured countless hours to studying the intricacies of falling wedge patterns, rising wedge patterns, you name it, and it has become my area of expertise. Here's the thing. I genuinely want to see you thrive in this market. That's why I've made it my mission to impact 1 million of you. I want to provide you with the tools, insight, and support you need to navigate this exciting but challenging landscape. Swing trading is not just about technical analysis. It's about understanding market psychology and developing disciplined risk management strategies. I'll be there to guide you step by step as we identify different types of patterns and structures and seize profitable opportunities. Together, we'll build your confidence in trading skills, ensuring you're well prepared to face the twists and turns of swing trading. Believe me when I say that I genuinely care about your success. That's why I'm inviting you to join me, Mr. Know-It-All, on this transformative journey. Let's make the most of this bull cycle and work towards your financial freedom together. You'll find all my links in my bio. Reach out and let's dive into this world of swing trading. I'm here to support you and your family and guide you every step of the way because your success matters to me. Together, let's make a real impact and achieve trading success.
Well. Good evening, everybody. Hopefully you had a wonderful weekend. The weather here was pretty beautiful today in New York, New Jersey area. It was like 60 degrees outside. We had a nice time. All right, so Bitcoin. We just closed the highest weekly candle we've seen since November 8th of 2021, roughly. A breakthrough candle, bullish engulfing candle. What shall this week bring for Bitcoin? Our weekly stochastics are still ticked up with momentum still showing us on the weekly time frame that we could still proceed higher. All right, I do think we're going to go up to touch and test the weekly resistance level here at 65K. We have the wick at all-time high, $69,000. And man, what a close for Bitcoin. What a close. So yeah, you can see the parabolic trajectory here. We're riding right along this level. Very, 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 very strong price action. Go to the monthly candle here. We're only a few days into the monthly candle and starting it off pretty strong. Okay. Very nice. We got even a back test of the previous candle body open, and we are technically in a monthly breakout. Nothing bad to say about what's happening on this chart. It does look like we're going to complete this wedge target of the all-time highs, man. Really just don't see why we don't do that. Cool. So this stream is really about, I want to really focus on what's going on with the altcoins because, you know, Bitcoin already showed us an amazing run, lots of strength, lots of buying happening on Bitcoin right now. But so what's really going on with the altcoin market? Because that's really where the money is to be made. So I want to look at ETH BTC right now and kind of give you guys a glimpse as to what's happening with Ethereum, because typically after Bitcoin gets its movement, we see ETH BTC start to flip. Now we haven't done so just yet. We are just skating on by the weekly range low here. All right, we're just sitting here, and yeah, I mean, not really the best candle close here for ETH BTC, kind of bearish engulfing, basically taking out the previous week's price action in terms of ETH's performance versus Bitcoin. But I think at some point we're going to see some shift, and I think it's going to happen soon because Well, we do have some fundamental things happening with Ethereum, and yeah, we can look at ARB for sure, man. Just so you guys know, I'm streaming on both my channels right now, so there's people in both chats asking for stuff, and that's fine. I'm gonna cover all you guys. Don't worry, but I just want to cover some of the basics here first. Like I said, I wanted to look at ETH BTC on the monthly time frame, and the monthly time frame. I mean, we're not showing any real signs just yet in terms of our average sentiment oscillator here on the monthly. But if we start going to, like, smaller time scales, we can see that the momentum is starting. I mean, it hasn't done so just yet, but I think we might see a little bit more maybe of sideways consolidation a bit for ETH BTC. We're just kind of ranging. We're just sitting in this range right now. And we have technically put in a higher low than this low for the moment. Okay, so we could be starting to see some signs of accumulation, is what I'm getting at, and that typically ends up being a net positive for the altcoin market, right? Because ETH is like the main altcoin that we all look at for price appreciation in altcoins. So yeah, I mean, let's see how this plays out. If this low holds here, I think we're going to see some action. All right, and we'll continue to monitor that. We're going to look at the ETH USD chart here. ETH USD, I think, is still very undervalued versus Bitcoin, based on where it's at on its current price. And we're gonna take a look at that right now. We're gonna look at the weekly chart, and yeah, I mean, the weekly looks really good, man. I mean, there's nothing really bad I can say about the action that we've been seeing here on ETH. We got a break above this major range, and it looks like, we're butting up against this next range level here around 3,500. If we do break 3,500, we're looking at 4,700 on ETH, which would be right in line with where Bitcoin's at in terms of its price, where it's at. Okay. And so, yeah, I think that's a likely scenario, a likely target to have happen if Bitcoin continues its movement. And we can see that the weekly momentum here is the highest levels of positive momentum we've seen, what looks like since November of 2021, which was I want to say that was the top. So there you go. Yes, we are overbought, but we are in an RSI breakout. We can remain overbought. What I will be looking for is, if we do start to see a pullback on price, a retest of that 76 region on the weekly. And what could happen is, after we pull back, we could use that level as support and we could make that bearish divergence for the higher high on price for our local top before a major correction could happen. Okay, so that's what I'm kind of looking for. That's what I'm looking out for. I don't see that happening just yet, but I just want to keep everybody informed here that when we get into these levels on the relative strength index, to be cautious and to be aware of what's happening on weekly timeframes. The monthly, I think it's perfectly fine. Well, I mean, we did enter overbought territory here on the monthly chart, and we do have kind of a resistance area on the monthly around 74 on the RSI. So we got a bit of room to run on the relative strength here over the next couple months. And we'll just see how this plays out. I think we're going to see some more upside, guys. I think that's what this chart is telling me. So buckle up. We're in for some movement to the upside. And so I think I posted this in Discord, but I want to show you guys something cool here with the altcoin index. And to give you guys some sort of perspective, okay, so right now it's saying that, based on the last, I don't know, that's just so technically we're in alt season right now, but on the yearly chart we're not. So I want to kind of cover that. All right. I don't understand what this metric really means, though, on the yearly. Oh, it's just like the year of price action. Okay. So you can see on the year, we're actually not in altcoin season. It's been a Bitcoin year. But on the month, I guess we're not in altcoin season on the month, but I think this is the day. Maybe this might be like the daily price action. So based off the daily price action, we're in altcoin season. Based off the yearly action, we're not, and that's kind of what I'm gauging, because I'm looking at the long term here, and based off the long term outlook, we can see the altcoin index on the yearly chart eventually get up to, you know, the top of this. If you really look at it, it looks like a wedge pattern that we broke out of and back tested, and you can see this inverse head and shoulders type of formation. You usually get those after you break out of wedges to show continuation. And so I think on the year we're going to see lots more price action with the altcoins, and that's what this is telling me. We have a lot of upside to go. We could, even if we just get to the middle of the range, right? Like if we get to like 50, I think we're going to see lots more movement there. All right, cool. I just wanted to cover that, and we'll get to your guys' requests here. And we had, did you see the repaint chart completely flipped from what it was showing in February? Yeah, man. I mean, that's why you can't really rely on the repaint chart, man. I call it the repaint chart. All right, so we got Arbitrum that was requested. Yeah, we'll take a look at Arb. All these L2s I think are really going to pop off. March 14th is when ETH is having its upgrade. So stay tuned for that, man. I think that's going to be big to do for ETH, and that's when I think the flip is going to really happen. I don't think I have an altcoin index chart on this, but it doesn't really matter. So Arbitrum, you know, kind of ranging up here. Right, you have a clear rectangle range up here that you're in towards the top of the range right now. I would just say, you know, just stay patient, man. I mean, I think eventually you are going to see higher prices on this asset. I think this is just the beginning for a lot of these L2s. So it's tough for me to tell you where I think this is going, because there's not really a lot of data, you know. But in terms of what it's done so far from the swing high to the swing low, it's done a 1.272 fib extension. And yeah, you're starting to make higher lows down here. You're just, like I said, you're just in a range up here. There's nothing really happening with this thing. That's, the 3-day looks pretty good. You can see the stochastics pointing up here, setting up for a move on the 3-day chart. You're in a squeeze. Incoming, man, March 14th. I think in the next couple of days, another week here, you're going to see some nice action out of this asset. Yeah, we'll check total too. XLM and Crow. All right, we'll do those first. XLM. Nice double bottom, right along the trend line. Falling wedge breakout. Yeah, we can look at games for a living GFAL. We'll take a look at it, man. Appreciate the request, guys. Pretty strong looking chart here for XLM down at the bottom of a range. You know, made this double bottom. That's really good. It's telling you that there's accumulation happening down here, and on the weekly, you got a weekly squeeze broken. Okay, so there is definitely upside coming for this asset. All right, weekly stochastic cross up, MACD crossing up. Your first level of real positive momentum, you know, since July, really. I won't really count these little ones here because those weren't really of significance. $3D. Yeah, he was talking about the 3-day chart. Yeah. Okay. So XLM, top of the range, is about 16 cents. You break 16, you're going to be looking at 19, which is that fib extension right there. But I think ultimately, if this pattern plays out, you are going to see XLM trade up to the top of its range, which is the pattern completion for this falling wedge. And if you really zoom out, it looks like a massive ascending triangle. So I gave a long-term swing target of roughly $4. I know this sounds crazy, man, but if it ends up breaking the top of the range, there's nothing there. So that's XLM. It's looking pretty good. Definitely looking pretty good. Crow. I don't really know where all the data is on Crow, man. I think Bittrex originally had the data, but yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't think this is all the data. I know that it was out before then. Maybe KuCoin has some of it. Okay. Yeah, it looks like KuCoin has some of the data on Crow. But yeah, inverse head and shoulders pattern, man. I mean, that's what that is. Like you're gonna see Crow appreciate about 120% from that break of the neckline, man. So, that would probably put you like right in line for 24 cents. Right? Look left on the chart. Probably this area here. And we're at this level, we're in this range. So yeah, trade to the top of the range. But I think ultimately you got a range up here that you'll probably touch and test. And if you really look at this, I don't know if this is all the data, but it looks like it's most of it. If you really look at this as a top of the range and bottom of the range asset, you're coming out from the bottom of the range. So yeah, I mean this looks pretty solid, man. You're breaking the weekly squeeze here. Very nice. BNB, yeah, I can take a look at BNB. You're shorting it. Okay. Good luck with the shorts, man. So yeah, that looks pretty solid. Inverse head and shoulders pattern started to break out here. Your median of the channel is around that 20-cent region. I think you might hit some resistance there. Like that seems like a level that was previously respected and regarded as a support resistance flip area. All right. Cool. Beam is another request here, and BNB. We'll look at BNB real quick because that is a major altcoin. Falling wedge breakout confirmed. Okay. Top of the range on BNB is $638. I think eventually you get there. You're about to make a monthly ASO cross up here. You haven't done yet, so I think this has got a lot of room to run, man. BNB is BNB, one of the leaders in the market. Definitely one of the leaders in this market. It's definitely losing market share to Coinbase right now, but it's still there, man. Yeah, you're above the median of the channel breakout, top of the range. So where you're going, $628 without really a doubt, I would say, based on this price action we're seeing. And that's what I'll say. It just looks, it's looking pretty strong. And you got this trend line here that was respected. You broke down from it. Now you're buttoned up against it. I think you're going to get back above it. That's going to be your breakout out of here, most likely. And I would consider this to be a bullish rectangle up here. If we're looking at long-term, price projections for where BNB is going, I would simply just measure from the flagpole because it's basically a big bull flag, the way I see it. And something like this. I mean, you could maybe project it from the range here. But yeah, something like that I think is feasible for this cycle. And we could be looking at, $12 to $2,000 or something here for BNB, which is roughly a 10x from its bottom, which would make some sense. Okay. But yeah, BNB looking pretty solid. Your 3-month stochastic is just now ticking up. So longer term outlook here is looking pretty strong for BNB. Look at Beam. The Beam X? I think it's Beam X, right? This is that new coin everyone's like gung-ho about. Yeah, so I mean, this is a new asset. Don't really have a lot of data, but based on the data that I do have, you've kind of, hit this top at 3.6 cents for now. You had this nice falling wedge that broke out, or call it a pennant or whatever you want to call it, or a triangle. And you can see, maybe some sort of long-term channel on this one that is kind of in development. You're kind of just getting rejected along the median of the trend. So yeah, just kind of watch this demand line here. I think that's kind of what you want to be paying attention to. If it loses momentum up here, then it could break down further and maybe retest, 2.2 cents. Yeah, we'll look at MLN and live peer token, and GFAL was also requested. Take a look at that. Again, in a major uptrend, not a lot of data. Tough to really do some TA on these kind of coins, guys. Just throwing it out there. All right, it's going to be tough for me to give you guys. Well, there you go. That looks pretty good, right? Respecting the channel up for now. Bottom of the channel, bouncing off that low. Momentum is swinging back up on the weekly. Beam, not BeamX. All right, we'll take a look at it. So yeah, I mean, GFAL, if this momentum shift is really going to happen, you're going to see this go back up to the top of the channel, probably make new all-time highs, right? If all things remain the same in this market, then yeah, you just got a nice flag pattern there in development, and you could be doing something like this later on. All right. All right, let's go look at the beam token that he was wanting. Like the OG beam token, man. Like beam, this one. Okay. Well, if this is the one, then we'll take a look at it here. And yeah, we got a nice break of trend here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Beam X that I just looked at. Pretty sure. Anywho, okay, cool. So right, yeah, I just looked at it, man. Just scroll back in the stream. I just looked at it. All right, MLN enzyme, man. Yeah, this one gets some low volume. That's why I got out of this one, but probably still gonna go, man. Monthly squeeze. I think Coinbase has the data on this one. I guess this is the data. This can't be all the data. This coin's been around for a while. I guess so. I guess that's it. Yeah, man, just looks like a bottom, right? Like just looks like it's bottoming out and it's just working its way back up. And maybe some sort of wedge formation here that's starting to break out. Right? That squeeze is telling you some things that look good. You're just now going into that squeeze on the monthly, the weekly, and 2-week charts. Again, still in the squeeze. Weekly, still in the squeeze. Looks like it's about to bust it. And yeah, you got to close outside of the trend line. Bullish engulfing candle last week. Looks like a nice cup for a continuation. Looking pretty solid there, man. Looking pretty good for further upside. Nice. All right, LPT, live peer token. That coin has definitely done some movement this cycle. A very good tokenomics model on this coin. We identified this a long time ago at the bottom of its wedge pattern, and you can just see that it's just legging up, right? Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows since that breakout. And yeah, it just pinned right off the 38.2% retracement level, and it looks like it could be trying to base out right here on the weekly time frame. And that could be another movement up to go retest the top of the range at some point. Might consolidate here for a bit. You can just see it's ping-ponging between the two fib extensions. Nothing wrong with what it's doing right there. It's just getting a reset after a huge God candle that it just broke through this range. Almost hit what, like 20 bucks on that move. Looking pretty solid. I think eventually you will see that top of that range around 100 bucks in time. What else did I miss here? I think I got everything so far, right, guys? Hey, I don't know if any of you guys took the Yoshi trade that I posted like a while ago, but FTM, it's basically a leverage trade on Phantom, and I think Phantom is going to do some crazy things this cycle. It broke out today, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, big range break for Phantom. 73 cents right now. Holy shit. Yeah, massive rectangle bottom, breakout. Man, this looks absolutely epic on the chart right now, man. Really does. Really, really does. Okay. Huge candle, huge breakout. Yoshi coin is going to follow suit here. That should be really good for my spot position on it. Here's Yoshi, man. Look what it's doing. Look at that candle today. Broken. It's about to break this range. My entry wasn't so good. I think my entry is around 4.7 cents or so, 4.6 cents or something. But man, Yoshi, dude, this one looks epic. Absolutely epic. Look at the RSI breakout on the weekly time frame, confirming that breakout. That is looking very, very nice. And the monthly RSI is still down here at 34, still deeply in the buy zone on the relative strength index for the monthly time frame. This is a $7.7 million market cap, guys. At one point, it was trading $2.21 at the top of the cycle. I think at some point, it's going to get back up there, man. That is, you guys can do the math, man. You can do the math. What a candle, though, that it put in this week. What a candle. Right at the top of the range. We had a fake break down here and popped back into the range. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right. A couple other assets that I'm long-term swing trading here that I'm going to show you guys that are in my portfolio. All right. ENS, I think we called out ENS around $8, man, right? That descending triangle breakout that we called out. ENS, I think, is a very good play. You know, it's not like a major chain or anything, but they offer, you know, it's like the GoDaddy for Ethereum or something, right? Yeah. Yeah, dude, this thing is gone. It's gone. That was that break there. That was that inverse head and shoulders, that God candle. You know, just sitting up here pretty close to that fib extension. I think there's not really much here, man. I think you're gonna see 32 bucks pretty quickly, and then you got this major level of resistance here. I wouldn't say it's major, but you can see that this area here was regarded as a support at one time that will probably act as resistance once you get up there. So yeah, I think between the golden mean ratio and the 786 fib extension around that, like we'll call it 40 to 50 bucks range, I think. But I think eventually you will see, you know, this go back up to 160 once it breaks 85 bucks. Monthly chart is telling you that it's got lots of room to run, man. Right? Your monthly RSI is still down here at a 40 reading, man. Just pay attention to those monthly RSIs, guys, because those are indicative to let you know where the price action can be dictated longer term. The weekly RSIs are good for, you know, the coming weeks, months. The monthly RSIs are like 3 to 6 months plus in terms of price action. So that's good to know. You know, make sure you guys don't miss selling the tops and, you know, buying the bottoms of assets. It's just pretty much what I'll say. But we're in altcoin season right now, guys. This is the time to be in these assets, and it's pretty clear as what's going on. So I'm currently in a swing trade on Kava. I gave an entry around 80 cents. My entry was somewhere over here towards the bottom of this structure, and it just broke out. And yeah, let's go ahead and look at some of this real quick here. You can see the monthly squeeze looking pretty solid here. Your monthly RSI you can see is just curling up. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say, man. 41 on the RSI with a rounding bottom type of action on the RSI. Very, very nice. Very, very, very nice in terms of a technical point of view. I think a major move is coming for this asset as well. I'm long from 80 cents, guys. Full disclosure of that. All right. IMX, yeah. Going to zero, Kyle. You should get out of it right now. It's going to zero, dude. Sell it all. Monthly breakout candle. Really nothing here. There's no resistance here on the monthly chart. Let me get rid of some of this shit. But yeah, you're above all this shenanigans. This thing is gonna go and break its high here. There's nothing really here. Your monthly RSI sitting around 55, just entered bullish control zone. The bulls have control of this asset. Just looks to me like a big cup pattern. Okay. Longer term projections or fib extensions, you know, $12 looks pretty likely from here. You break $12. We don't really have much. We have no data up here, man. So, you know, these are the levels, dude. Okay, that you can go by and rely on. H bar, the same story with H bar. Nothing's really changed on that chart from when I last charted it. It broke the range. Okay. It's still in this nice, beautiful channel. I'm going to redraw this because there's a lot of stuff on it, but it's essentially the same thing that I've had. It's a massive channel up. All right. Just like a lot of these assets, they're all in these pretty large structures like this. And H bar. H bar broke the range, clear break of the range on the weekly time frame or the monthly time frame. And yeah, we might just sit right here, just resting on top of it. And I think once we do see some more continuation out of it, once it gets a nice reset, I think this 18-cent level right here was a pretty big level. It was tested and used as support to make your double top or your blow off top up there. And then yeah, I mean, you don't really have too much in terms of resistance once you get above 18, 19 cents. Okay. Same story here, man. I think it's the same story. We've spoken about this many times. I think, you know, once we start getting up here, this 115 to one, whatever this is up here. Yeah, like $1.10 area. I think seems about right. Whenever we end up interacting with the top of this channel, I think it's going to be the top. Okay. and we are far away from that. And the monthly RSI is, yeah, so we did exactly that. We went right to the monthly RSI resistance area, and we broke above it. We closed a candle above the RSI here. That was that breakout we saw. So yes, we are in a monthly RSI breakout. Our next real RSI resistance level is at 60. That's when the asset pretty much goes completely not so bullish in terms of its price action. And we'll be looking out for that. We'll be looking out for that. I guess on HA candles, it's a little bit different, right? But it's the same. It's kind of the same thing. You broke above this level. So on the monthly RSI HA candles, there's no resistance now until this top, which is 66. Filecoin, yeah, we'll look at Filecoin. Everyone's begging to look at Filecoin. Where were you guys when it was $4, man? Everyone wants to look at shit after it's ripped out. Come on, man. You guys follow the stuff on TradingView, you guys will maybe take actions on it. Here, Filecoin, October 28, 2023. Let's replay it, shall we? Oh, wait, what was the price? $3.73. There it is. Filecoin, the falling wedge. Boom. See you later. Cool. Well, yeah, we'll look at Filecoin, man. Let's do it. Your bot bought it? Nice, dude. The bot's always right, dude. It's never wrong. Never get stuck in trades, right? I'm just kidding, man. Yeah, let's see. Let's just identify some levels here on file. Yeah, I guess this is a level here. This is probably your next major level, $16 on Filecoin. Let's just go to the monthly chart. It might be easier to see it. You're actually at a level right now, right where when it opened. Yeah, the big falling wedge pattern, man. The big falling wedge pattern, man. And a nice rounding bottom here that you're now breaking. Very nice. So where are we going, right? Where is this thing going, man? Well, wedge patterns, where do they go, guys? What do they do once they resolve their pattern? Not all at once, please. Wedge patterns resolve themselves to the tops of the wedges. So what can happen before it gets to the top of the wedge is it can find an area where it gets stuck at, anywhere from the 382 to the 618 typically. These are the areas where we could see the price action reverse. All right, so you're looking at anywhere from 15 to $16, this region right here. Like you can see, you have an order block here that is probably going to act as some sort of resistance. This level, this range right here, right? Pretty clear. So you're probably going to find some resistance here, guys. It's not just going to break through it right away. So something like this, and then something like this, and then something like this. Okay? Matic in a breakout, man. Broke the pennant. Pretty sure of it. Beautiful. What a breakout. Matic looks pretty Captain Insano right here, right down here. About just crossing up on the monthly chart for the first time pretty much in its history. You can't really count these because the asset didn't have enough data to show that. But look at this monthly bullish divergence on the MACD oscillator. This asset is going to see a crazy move. Full disclosure, I am long Matic from 56 cents. All right. How's our flow doing, man? You guys still got your bags of flow? This thing's still down here, bro. Still cheap. That squeeze hasn't even busted yet. Dude, this coin's gonna mint some millionaires this run. I really think so. This thing back to $40 is insane. Falling wedge. It's almost a 30-40x from here, guys. XRP, yeah, XRP. Yeah, XRP is going to do it. It's going to do it. It's going to do it. I rolled my XRP for Pulse X, which is the DEX on Pulse Chain. I think I'm going to yield a more ROI holding that coin than XRP. But hey, not saying that XRP is not going to do something. It is going to do something. Once this pattern busts, it is going to be of epic proportions. You're going to get a God candle out of here at some point. Your monthly squeeze is very present. It is very much there. Your 2-week squeeze is just starting. Your weekly squeeze just started to break the weekly squeeze. So I would say in the coming weeks, coming months, XRP is going to break out. How's our KSM doing, guys? Look at that inverse, slanted inverse head and shoulders. But look at that beautiful channel after that wedge break. What the hell is this thing going to do? It's like a massive bull flag, right? If this thing goes to my target, man, holy shit. That is all I have to say is holy shit. This is the best time to be involved in this market, guys. This is the best time to be involved in it. Best time to be in it. What a setup on all these charts, man. Just really epic. Absolutely. Yeah. Even AVAX looking good up here. This shit coin I'm in right here needs to do something, but I think it will. CMDX, nobody even knows about this coin, but yep, FTM booming. Yep, we had said it multiple times in the Discord that this was setting up for a major move. Many times. Rectangle bottom. Here it is. Let me show you guys. For all those folks that are not subscribed to the service, it would be almost in your best interest just to do it, just to have the information so you know what's happening, what's coming. It's somewhere in here for sure. There's so many freaking coins I post. FTM. Is this FTM? No, that's Dodo. It's this. Dodo. Let's find it. Here it is. Yesterday. FTM. The price was 54 cents, saying it was about to break the rectangle. Your comment about STP alert service was deleted? Where? Where was your comment made, man? Can you tell me when you posted a comment? You are awesome. There you go, man. This gentleman took a swing trade on Lev on KSM when we identified that it was going to have a reversal. I would assume he's already paid for a couple months of service on this trade. All right, just saying. This gentleman here took the UNFI swing trade. We gave a free entry on a video, a video done when the asset was trading $5.90. 470%. He's up on this trade. I don't know what that translates into dollars, but it doesn't really matter. That's a huge trade. Here you go, Jason PB Farm, the Moon River trade. This is a stock trade that I gave. Soundhound, this guy is up almost $3,000 on this spot trade. This gentleman right here is a 2-year subscriber, by the way. He's more than paid for his service. A 2-year subscription is the biggest discount price I give, by the way, guys. It's $1,200 for 2 years. That's $600 a year. I mean, yeah, I think I give really good value for what I offer, and I'm sure that you guys have been following me on YouTube here and just moseying around in the channels, and you guys kind of get it. So I'm going to stop talking about it. But if you guys are interested, let me know. You can DM me. We'll get you guys going, help you guys out. Appreciate all the support. My goal is to change 1 million lives, man. So let's do it. Let's do it. This is the time. KSM, Mover, Solar, all looking nice. Yes, they are looking extremely nice. Let's take a look at Mover real quick. I think this is about to break its, oh my God. Look at that major cup structure happening on the weekly chart. Yeah, dude. Once this breaks this channel, dude, it's gone. It's gone. So gone. It's just rounding out here. The 3-day stochastics ticked up, 3-day ASO crossing up. We're looking at probably another God candle just like this. Probably a similar type of momentum move here. It's probably going to leg up to like $70. There's nothing really here, man. This is just straight down type of price action. So when there's buying that comes in, just going to bust the support, bust the levels. FTM's going nuts, man. Holy shit, 72 cents. Yeah, huge range break here for FTM. And there goes Yoshi, man. Look at that candle. Wow. Beautiful. All right. All right, I think we're losing some viewers here. But thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream tonight. Probably going to cut it a little short. Kishu. That coin's dead. Yeah, it's not really. I mean, okay. Broke a weekly squeeze. I don't really have data on this coin, Jackie. But that's it. That's all she wrote for the evening here. I think we just got to let these patterns play out. We're going to see pullbacks along the way. You guys know the drill. You get range breaks. You run into resistance. You pull back. You go sideways. You consolidate. Mega high or low. Continuation, right? As long as those monthlies and weeklies are bullish, The action is going to dictate bullish price action. Let's look at tether dominance, because that's something to look at. We need to look at that. Tether dominance, wrecked city, man. There it is, man. Rectangle broken, channel up broken. I think, we're looking at, 3.81%, this next region right here. If we continue on down, which we're probably going to, this is this next range. And down here is where last cycle, that's where Bitcoin's all-time high was. So you can see that most of the capital has been inflowing into Bitcoin, and the altcoins are, still really lagging behind Bitcoin. So we're going to see the altcoins really start to take off here very shortly now. So stay tuned, guys, and hodl on. I think we're in for a ride. If you guys enjoyed the content, you guys know what to do. Smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm sure all of you guys are subscribed. That's why you're here. I don't, for whatever reason, don't attract a big audience, probably because I don't do any marketing, but it's all good. I'm sure we'll be good here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we're gonna hit you guys with an outro video here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Hey everyone, you've landed on the Swing Trade Pros website here. My name is Mr. Know-It-All. I've been an active swing trader for over 7 years. I want to welcome you guys all to the community here. My goal is to change 1 million people's lives with swing trading and trading profitably. This is a skill set you can learn here with the service. You go check out the testimonials in Discord. You can see lots of folks talking about the service and how the trade calls are super profitable. You can check Profit Gains channel. I think we've amassed around $150,000 worth of profits in the last year posted in the Profit Gains channel just from other users and traders in the community. I'd like all of you guys to check out the 14-day free trial. A coupon code will be pinned in the comment section below this video, so check it out. And we'll take you through 14-day free trial process here. You come down to the website, save 44%, and claim your 14-day free trial. Click on that. And that will take you to the Swing Trade Pros website where you can click sign up now. And after your 14-day free trial is up, on the 15th day, you will get billed, full disclosure of that. And I appreciate you guys all joining the community. It will change your lives. Give it a chance. A lot of these swing trades can take months. One of our biggest trades of the year last year was INJ. We took an entry at $1.60, and well, that asset's trading over $35 today. So that was one of the banger trades that I pointed out. My strongest pattern that I trade that I'm known for is the falling wedge. I call it the falling node wedge pattern. Lots of divergence on these charts, and that's what makes these patterns really play out. And you guys are going to be able to really learn that in the service, and I really hope you enjoy it. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys on the charts.